I wasn't concerned that it wasn't going to be a good show. Like, I knew that people were going to enjoy it. I was just worried that people wouldn't be there. And if it's like tree falling in the woods, no one's there, you know, like there has to be people there. And a couple of weeks out, I was really panicking, thinking like, holy moly, like we have never done a theatre show, let alone that massive room.
Meet Hannah and Eliza Riley. They're the sister duo known as Girls Gone Mild. They've been making radio together on FBI since they were teenagers.
We'll always be at parties and someone will be like, they're on this radio show, Girls Gone Wild, it's sick. And I was like, it's not what it's called.
I had someone at a party go like, oh yeah, you do it with your sister, Sick Bitches FM.
Yeah.
I was like, that's a great name, that's a better name.
That.
Yeah. But so that's kind of, we always came into the radio as a pair.
Yes.
Now, here's some fantastic Mr. Fox with U-Turn. Wooing with Wise Guys coming up real soon. Richard, our producer, probably has the most definitive role. Me and Hannah kind of work as a pair, and he's our sort of the neck that turns the head.
I came on board here at FBI to produce their show on the radio, doing afternoons. We're now on Saturday mornings.
Also a big shout out to our producer Richard, who basically is the little legs that run under the smooth swan, which is me and Hannah.
It's been a really interesting relationship working with Hannah and Eliza because we have been working across a whole lot of different mediums. So we started with our film, then we did radio, and now stage. So we've kind of jumped between a whole lot of different things.
Giant Dwarf approached us, and we always knew that we wanted to do a show at Giant Dwarf. So it was definitely coming up with an idea that already fit the venue.
Something like Yarramadoon was quite an easy fit because I knew the girls were on FBI. I knew that they were pretty active in the social world in Sydney, and so they had lots of connections in different areas.
The idea for Yarramadoon kind of came about through our own sort of nostalgia of our upbringing in rural Australia.
When I first started thinking about it, I wanted to do a comedy panel debate where the performers kind of play children or just try and recreate that atmosphere of a school debate.
We came up with this idea and tailored it to Giant Dwarf specifically.
Because it's got such a good school hall vibe about it, all that wood panelling and stuff.
Yeah.
It's great.
For me, my I guess concerns or worries, because everyone has that when they're making anything, was number one, are we going to have an audience? Are people going to turn up? Number two, is it going to be funny? Are people going to enjoy it? And three, is it going to flow? Because we had all these technical things like music cues, videos, and we expected a lot from our talent.
Barman! Next slide! Everyone knows this quote. Are you too good for your... Because of television. Next slide.
I spoke to Eliza the day of and was like, what if they get out of hand? Like, what do we do if they just start to run amok? And I was like, oh, they won't. Well, they won't. They're total pros.
I was like, they're professionals. And we looked up to every single one of the people that were on the panel.
We don't.
Kind of in terms of careeristically, and also knowing that we trust them and that we really like them as creators. I just didn't think that they would get that crazy at all.
Alright, we got a 30-second timeout on our hands. Heads on the desk, 30-second timeout.
Hands on the desk, you little fuckers.
You did this to yourselves.
The whole thing was really fun. I had no idea what to expect because they didn't quite know how the show would go yet. But I really enjoyed the showing and telling, the interaction between the other classmates. More than the actual debate, I enjoyed pretending I was at a primary school and all the rivalries and the friendships of that.
Firstly, Alex, your hat choked you and you looked like a massive idiot. And your pigtails make you look piggy.
I thought it was a really fun show. There's a lot to work on though. But we always knew that there would be lots of problems that we would only know when it happened.
It was an experiment.
Oh, I think it was perfect. I think that they attract a very young audience. They had a pretty different crowd to a lot of the events that we have. Lots of people here for the first time, and I think it was down to the girls' hard work.
In terms of the future with Giant Dwarf, I hope that we've solidified our relationship with Giant Dwarf.
Yeah, it's such an exciting space. Like, just to be a part of anything there is so cool.
I think it's really important to have a place like this that people can safely perform and just feel like they are feeling supported and they're not rushed out or their priorities. Yeah, their art is their priority.
We've had a chat to Nikita from Giant Dwarf, and we have plans to do Yarramadoon quarterly. I mean, I think overall for a first time it went really well. I was really happy with it.
Nobody died, which was that was something very important to me, that no one got hurt. It was close.
Thank you, FBI Radio, and to all of you for coming tonight. Thank you so much. See you next time.
I usually talk like this. You know, they've got to offload the stresses on someone else, and so I take the stresses.
If Richard says anything bad about us, it's not true.
Yeah, we want the footage later.